What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and it's time for our next adventure through Mythic Wars, the tournament. This time up against the Rapple. I think the Rapple is incredibly strong. He's got insane mechanics, really good game sense, great scouting, and I know he's a player that is going to be really tough to beat. So here's the draft. He bans Ra, which I kind of expected him to either ban Ra or Set. I then ban Odin. He first picks Isis. A lot of people still think that Isis is kind of like the best god for tournament. There's 100% counter picks to Isis right now, but she is a really solid pick to go first with. And yep. And then I go with my Set. I want to play Set. I haven't had an opportunity to play Set yet, and I don't want to let him have Set. He then picks up Noir, and I grab Poseidon. I've played against Rapple's Poseidon before. I really don't want to play against it again, so I kind of treated this as a... I don't want to play against Rapple's Poseidon more so than I want to play Poseidon. He then picks Shenong. I was a bit surprised about this. I kind of expected him to go in with like a Zeus or something else, basically. And I go, well, I'm just going to keep picking gods that I don't want to play against. I don't want to play against Kronos, so I pick Kronos. He then picks Zeus, and I go, hang on, Isis, Nuwa, Shenong, Zeus. I'm pretty sure Freyr is like a counter pick to all of those gods to some degree, given like depending on the map. I'm pretty sure Freyr is like a good pick against all four of those gods depending on the map. So I go, all right, Freyr is a good pick into everything that he's got. He then picks Fuxi, and I say, okay, so all the China gods, he wants them. And I say, I've had success with Thor versus China before. Plus, I don't want to play against Rapple's Thor. It's pretty similar to his Odin and really strong. So basically another kind of pick that I'm just trying to keep away from the Rapple. He then takes Hades, which I know he's good with the Greeks as well. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I've got some good gods to pick into Hades. So hopefully I can snipe the Hades. And then I grab the Uranus up last. Uranus is good into all of the Chinese and into the Isis. And so long as I don't pick Uranus into Zeus or Hades, I'm pretty happy. I can play Uranus into Zeus or Hades, but so long as I don't pick him into Zeus or Hades, I'm pretty happy. Excuse me, I'm just... Bit of the old H2O. So our first game is on Alfheim. That's what the map draft went through. And yeah, so Alfheim the map, and I decide to go with Freyr, and he goes in with Noir. So let's jump into the game and see what happens. Boomski, and here we go. So first and foremost, we're playing Freyr. We're on Alfheim. Just going to scout around at the start. We're going to be going for the early pickaxe opening. I'm going to be going for my upgrades and things. I got a really nice safe back gold mine here. I got a really nice tower with a forest here as well to protect my hunt. So I'm really liking my map. The only thing that I don't like is that my tree here is... I don't have a straggler tree close to my gold, but it's close enough to my wood that it's okay. I can just dump this off and we're all good. And I see a nice gold mine here and deer. Haven't found a good town center yet. I see this back town center, not the best there in the slightest. I chuck my ox cart up over here. And yeah, we just keep scouting around, and I'm just looking for town centers. I'm looking for a game plan here. Like, what do I do at this point? As my ox cart goes up, and I ask you the question right now. I am genuinely upset about this. Why did my villager, when it was sitting here, literally 2 steps or 1 step away from the wood line, go onto this food? Someone needs to explain it to me. I did not shift click it. I was upset. This really screwed me up in the early game here. This was very upsetting. I'm like, and I'm already, it's already tournament stuff. So it's like this type of thing just so frustrating. And I just didn't notice it. I just didn't notice it for way too long. I find a bunch of cows, which is fantastic. Grabbing these is absolutely huge early on. Yeah, I just did not notice this for too long. It's inexcusable for me, but also, what the hell with the ox card? I don't get it. Anyways, back into my main base now. Looking to drop a house. Kind of confused as to why I can't afford the house. And then I go, oh shit, I got one villager on wood. So I change it back. Probably could have changed another one over to wood. And in all the confusion, I also randomly send a dwarf over here as well. Not the biggest of deals. But yeah, this is going to slow my temple down, which slows my advance time down. I'm looking for a 415 here against... Not only am I looking for a 415 against the Noir, but I'm looking for a 415 with the temple completed much earlier so I can start getting walls up. That's like the most important thing. As he's going to be scouting around with the stuff. I see he's got a pioneer over here. I'm just trying to harass him away or whatever. Not the biggest of deals, but just trying to do something there. And yeah, so I should tell you what I've seen so far. So this Ford Town Center, gold mine on the front, gold mine on the back, nice little tree line here. I love this town center. I don't even need to see any more around it to know that as a Frere player, I love this town center. I know there's a cliff here, and worst case scenario is this is completely open up on this side. That's the worst case scenario. But with the forest here, I'm like, great, I can defend up the top. I can block this off. I can block this. This gold mine is going to be really, really safe. So I just need to get that town center. I'm going to be happy. Okay, temple to come down now. And you can see this is just so obscenely late here. This is so bad. I'm like, what can you do? Realistically, what can you do? You have to deal with this sort of stuff. He's going to come in with the pioneer, start harassing. I'm ignoring it. I don't want to move out and chase this one away. Even if he's attacking me, I'm just going to slowly start pulling away from this. I should have, the one thing that I made a big mistake on here is I should have herded my elk underneath my town center. Like if they're over here, then all of a sudden the town center defends against them. So this here was not a big mistake, but I regret it. I come through with my berserk here and I get a wall up, and this is enough to send him packing. So we're okay for the time being. We get to eat the rest of this elk. And we can start getting ourselves Herser, everything else. He can't push through this wall with those pioneers until his Cheongchi comes in. And by then I should have a couple of Herser out and it should be okay. But still, I should have pushed this elk underneath the town center. It's actually moving closer and closer to this side as well, which is like, what are you doing? Like most of the time, I think if I was like thinking straight, 100%, I probably would have just done it naturally. I've done it many times before, but for whatever reason in this moment, I just sort of shat the bed. As my Herser comes out, he's finding my gold mine. He wants to come and pressure this. This is pretty tough for me. I'm not like, with the fact that he advanced as quick as he did, he has to make a lot of damage here. I'm actually quite a bit in front of him here just because of this later advance time. Like quite a bit in front of him. So he needs to get some damage done. And he will get that. I'm going to get my watchtowers in straight away. And I'm actually going to drop my Asgardian Bastion straight away. One thing that I've learned about playing versus China with Frere is that I actually need to get Huskal out in order to really ensure that I can get my own town center out. If I don't get the Huskal out, then he's going to be able to make life tough. So now we have to do some dancing to delay the pioneers a little bit. He's going to cause some problems here as I'm waiting for my watchtowers. Try to get tricky with my Draugr, but he snipes it. Not the biggest of deals. I don't really think I plan on making many of them. But watchtowers in now. He's going to be happy with the damage that he's done and probably retreat back. And now I can get my wall up. But the thing is with Frere on watchtowers, it's pretty cheap. That upgrade is very, very cheap. It's not the biggest of deals. And I can start working towards moving up here to grab this town center. I'm already like, I would say I'm 95% sure he's on 2 town centers at the moment because there's just not enough stuff attacking me. The metagame here would be for him to be spamming units out and containing me in my base, basically. Spamming units out to block this, maybe, excuse me, maybe walling off these sides and getting set up to like get some sort of a gold star. That'd probably be the metagame right now, but I'm like 90% sure that he's on a second town center here. But I can I'll confirm that nonetheless by wandering out onto the map and seeing nothing. If I see something, then we don't go for the town center. We spam units. But if we do see something, if we don't see something, we just drop the town center. It's fine. So a whole bunch of Huskarl coming through, and we're going to move up. Like I said, the Huskarl are the unit we need. Why? Because he can make fire archers here and try and deny my town center. That's basically it. You can see, if we just take a quick look at his resources here, you can see that he could afford some fire archers. Not many, but he could definitely be affording them at the moment. So yeah, these Huskarl are very, very important. So now we come over here, we get to our town center, we're confirming exactly what this is, and it's a really beautiful town center. Gold mine back here, forest protecting. He scouts it with the Chongqi. Do I care? No. Like, you can see me taking a town center. That's fine. Have all the scouting you like. And I think, to be completely honest, this early game went really well for me, considering. I didn't lose any villages. I barely lost any idle time on my villages. I lost out on one carcass of elk here. I could have come over and eaten it now. I just kind of forgot that it existed. And we got our town center up, no problems. And if you know me, with Frere, all I care about with Frere is surviving. If I can survive and not fall too far behind on economy, that's really good. Like, it doesn't matter if my opponent is in front of me by, let's say, 1,000 resources. That doesn't matter because my resources, my upgrades are half price. If my opponent's in front of me 2,000 resources, probably doesn't matter either. So now I just need to get some scouting in, and I'm looking for basically, is he spamming units in the classical age? I can see that he's made a couple of these fire archers. I don't see enough stuff here, so I'm like, okay, that's not a problem. I'm not scared about anything coming my way just yet. It's just a handful of units. See, he's over here. He's got an armory. Means he's probably going for a heroic age, most likely here. So I confirm that. And I see he's got a town center up here. Villages popping out. So, yeah. I know he doesn't have that town center over. Well, he might have the third town center as well. It's probably the only thing going through my mind. So I need to go check that out. He drops his earth wall down. And I say, great, we're going to now take this game to a late game. I'm going to get you completely walled in. One of the advantages of Norse is if you're going to go into a boom off against Norse takes map control much, much better than any other Civ does in this sort of a situation. Like, you'll notice, like, say, Greek mirrors, where both players go for town centers. The villagers will try and do some sneaky things to try and get in and get walls up. Yeah, Norse is just the best at this. So you have to, when you're going into a boom wall, you just have to set all of this up. I even grabbed myself this technology here, Stonewall. Only costs 200 resources, so very, very cheap for me. I can see that he's already got walls up over here. He hasn't got this town center. So big, big thumbs up. I'm happy. 2 town center versus 2 town center. I'm not behind. I don't have to go to town center. I can go heroic age, and we're good to go. I build a cheeky little market here to buy some food. I've got a house over here to confirm this. I'm walling the town center off as well. He's going for some scouting over here. I can't do anything about it, but at the moment, there's not really any problems. I do get this tech as well. Ring Oath. This one to get myself the fortress over here so that I have a garrison point for dealing with Fey Beasts. Because that can get dropped down onto this and I can cry. I don't want to cry. So we're going to get that sorted out. Also, my Hersa over here already is an answer to Fey Beast as well. Basically, him sending these Chongqi and has basically confirmed that there's a chance that this is happening. So I want to just be here. He lands the Chongqi trying to snipe my 4 HP Hersa. Pretty cute, but he gets baited in. That was nice. And yeah, now I think, yeah, I got to get this Asgardian Hill Fort down and we're just good. Now we're just going to get technologies. Literally just get technologies and move forward. That's it. We're going A gear. We're going to be going for Mythic Age as well. And yeah. That's my game plan. If he breaks through, I lose. If he doesn't, then we're good. That's what we're going for. I got all of the gold mines. I got a huge amount of the map. I love my map. I love how it's going. Finishing the walls up over here as well. I thought this was closed off, but it isn't. I thought it was closed off to the side, but yeah, I didn't actually scout it. Should have put a wall over here. From here, it's just like, okay, so what is he building? his Noir, so he does have strong cavalry, so I do have to be careful, and I do have to consider making herdmen here. But so far I've only seen fire archers, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to build a whole bunch of medium huscarl. The thing that makes sense against medium huscarl for the Chinese is going to be the Dao swordsman, so I have to be thinking about getting throwing axemen. The other thing that makes sense for Noir is going to be the water dragon or the firebird. That's what we're calling them now. So I'm just realizing that this UI at the top is just absolutely wrong. So let's fix that after 11 minutes and 56 seconds. Okay, so yeah. So we're going to get Feast for Renown in. I don't have the favor for it straight away, which is probably a little bit of a misplay. Probably could have shot down these Aurochs a little bit better. For those of you who don't know, villagers killing off animals gives you a huge amount of favor. Even more than the army killing off animals. So if you can get around the map and actually do that, you can get yourself a decent amount there. I'm actually surprised at how slow... I thought this would be in like straight away, but anyways, I get some great hauls up because I know that there's a Mythic Age probably coming for me. I got my my Vidar coming in as well, and I just have to say, I just have to basically hold here. I'm a little bit scared of the Blazing Prairie, and I think I should have grabbed Masons right now. How long does Masons take to research here? 50 seconds. Yeah, I should have grabbed Masons right now. This is a bit of a mistake because I think if I have to confirm it. I think if I have Masons, then the Blazing Prairie doesn't actually kill my town center. I'm not exactly 100% sure on that, but nonetheless, I should have grabbed that one. But all good. We're gonna go for Feast of Renown and everything else. Get more buildings down, and we're just sitting here waiting, watching. I missed this part. I stuck through here. He didn't finish off the wall for whatever reason. He didn't finish off the wall. I think either a bug or whatnot. So now I can sneak in up onto this side, and I actually can get raids onto this this position, which is pretty big. I should have kept building buildings up here, but anyways, get a whole bunch of berserks in to get some damage over here and force him off of these gold mines. And funnily enough, he's actually got no other gold mines here. So this is unbeknownst to me at the time, this was an insanely effective raid. Look at his gold at a time where he needs it really, really badly. So yeah, that raid just, I don't know if this raid like did anything like crazy or not, but it really, really helped as he's going to charge in. And effectively, I'm just waiting for a usage of my Golem Bursty. I don't mind using it right now. I'm just looking for the perfect time, pulling back, and I get the usage. I get the splash damage. He's going to kill off my entirety of my base here. A gear, Tempest comes down. We charge through, getting as much damage as I possibly can with the Golem Bursty, and then we have to pull back and get our town center back up. So trading 2 God Powers there for 1 is absolutely in my best interest. I don't want to lose this position, especially with Feast of Renown in with the HP regen and everything else. Get the town center back and be fine. Hit the Mythic Age, and we're going to come in with the Inferno to kill off the military camp and hit the army here. That was the idea. I wanted to break the forest protection and hit his army. It seemed like a pretty good usage. I'm not going to get much better usage than that. And now we're at full population again, and I can just wait. I don't need to do anything here. I'm just going to starve him out. This is the Freyr game plan. Everything takes so long to research. I made a mistake here and didn't build an extra armory. I actually scold Freyr players for doing this. What can I say? I'm just do as I say, don't do as I do. Now we get this town center. My game plan now is to just get to 4 town centers, hold the front, deal with everything. I know that he's going for these archers here, these Southern Fire archers. They're really, really strong, but I have Huskarl, and Huskarl are stronger. So that's our idea, especially if we've got population advantage. So now we are going to try and break through here as well. I see that this is the only gold mines he's got left. I have this gold mine secured. So if I can get in here and at the very least secure this gold mine, then all of a sudden he's only got 2 left. It's going to be very tough for him to break out of his base, get good trades, and make it all work. So if we can get some hill forts or something up here and just secure this position, that's really good. But yeah, I'm just waiting. I really don't need to do anything. This is the sort of beauty of this position. And you can look at the villager differential guy. He's got so much more economy than you. It's like, he doesn't though. That's the thing, because I don't have to spend any of these resources. These upgrades are so cheap with Freyr that I'm just even behind on villagers. I'm actually in front on look at the difference in military. Obviously, I think I killed off more than he did with my god powers, but it's just, yeah, I'm actually just in a good spot. He does get these birds out. These guys are really, really powerful. You have to be very careful against them. They do so much damage. They're also doing hack damage against my low hack armor Huskarls. I do have a couple of Goaty out, so I can bring them over here and try and get a little bit of damage. But yeah, he's finishing up on this gold mine, and I just want to sneak back in here. I just want to get in here and get a hill fort up. But leaving this position here, I'm scared, because if he pushes through with, say, a whole bunch of fire archers with burning pitch or axe carts, and I lose all these hill forts, all of this food income. This is 2 food per second on this position, plus all the HP as well to boot. It's a kind of a big deal, as he is over here. I got my Goaty getting some damage done. Look at him go. It's only 3 Goaty. They're doing a fair bit of damage, to be honest. I'm not upset about that amount of damage. Unfortunately, my Herso don't really do anything, but yeah, that's fine. We do all of that. And now he is going to attempt to push forward. He does have 1 axe cart. Got a couple of those tiger cavalry with no upgrades. Has the champion fire archers. Does not have burning pitch just yet. So I know that this isn't going to die too quickly, but I do have to get over here and defend. As he gets his little stun in, and he's also got the sage to convert my Fafnir. Grr. But at this point, as long as my Huskarl can get around onto the back, we're all good. Kind of ignore the Li Jing as much as you possibly can at the start of the fight. And you can pick him off a little bit later. He does actually hit very, very heavily. He's a very, very strong hero. But he's not the priority. So we win this fight up onto here, trying to get a hill fort, trying to lock off this position. Yeah, and this is so stupid. Don't ask me why I didn't get another armory or 3 up. Like, I could have probably had 4 armories up. It probably wouldn't have been a terrible idea. I've got so much. I don't have that much wood in the bank, but I got enough in the bank. Okay, we get our hill fort up. I don't think I noticed the ballet going up till too late. Probably could have denied it by attacking it, but that's okay. With 2 hill forts up over here, now my units are actually getting HP back underneath all of this fire, which is going to help me out quite a bit. And still just holding up onto this position as best as can possibly happen. And I got my 4 town centers now. Farms coming down. Huge amount of income to start coming through. And it's actually wild that you can have 49 villagers on wood and have only 200 wood in the bank. But that is what it is. That's how you play. That's how you play Freyr, man. If you're gonna play Freyr, you just build wood-based units. It's great. Huskarl, Throw and Axeman, Goaty, and portable rams and ballista and rock giants. Who needs food? Who needs it? As the ballet goes down. And we can kill a whole bunch of villagers, and now we get to start a gold starve. And now I can just look to cut off the trade route, because this is going to be the last amount of gold he's got. If I can push through here and hold on to this side, which is the sort of plan at the moment, if we can do both, then yeah, he's not going to be able to keep building units. He can sell food, he can sell wood. Selling food at the moment is kind of worth it. But if we can get in and cut the trade off at this point, this is going to be lights out for Rappel. And yeah, I don't really see him having much of an ability to get up here, especially with the knowledge of the UI here. But you actually see the fire archers do a decent amount of damage to these Huskarls. So if he actually got himself like a decent foothold in this game, Things might have gone a little bit different. Things might have gone a little bit different. And there we go. So first win. Yay! This was like, in terms of starting a series off, I think this is the first time in well, I mean, I've only played 2. This is the second tournament series I played in retail, but getting off to a good start in a tournament series doesn't normally happen for me. Normally, well, something went bad in the early game, whatever. Normally, something terrible happens to me in the early game, in these tournament games. Normally, something goes really, really wrong, but yeah, normally something goes really, really wrong. So I'm very, very happy that I managed to win this first one here. Basically, my goal for this series was not to win the series, so to speak, but I just wanted to play well. If I play well and I lose, then hats off to my opponent. That's great. Rappel is an insanely good RTS player. If I lose to Rappel and I play well, I'm not happy. What I'm upset about when I lose is if I play poorly. So that's actually just my goal here for this series is if I can just play a really good game, then it doesn't matter if I win or lose. Just want to play a good game, good showing, and see what happens. But yeah, I think Rappel. I don't know. I think Rappel's like strategy here makes some sense. And there's a couple of things that could have gone really bad for me in this one. I don't want to touch on them too much to give anyone any significant ideas. But I do also think there's a couple of things that I can fine tune here to clean up those weaknesses. But I don't really have that much experience versus China. I haven't played much China myself. I'm not very good with them. I do know about this Fire Archer strategy. I do know about this Fire Phoenix, Firebird, Moltres, whatever you want to call him, unit being really good. I do know about the Li Jing being really good, and you have to play around those things. But yeah, I don't know enough about it, and I think yeah, the more I play, the more I learn. So this game was really fun. So first game, first win. We're going to be giving you another one of these videos. I'm going to do them each separately, like in the last series. Hopefully, no spoilers from me while we go through it. I'm going to try and be somewhat analytical without too much emotion and happiness or sadness based on things that go good or bad, but it is what it is. And we'll jump into the next game. Make sure you check it out when it comes out. Leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.